Anton, we'd love to hear a little bit about if you want to kind of introduce just like your path to AI, how you got here, what's led you to this point.
Yeah, sure. It was long journey. Initially, I started from not tech businesses. I always wanted to create some business. I started e-commerce, marketing agencies, like retail shop, like literally proper shop. And then 8 years ago, I started to try building something in tech startups. And I was, oh my God, I love technology so much. Like I want to go deep there. After that, 8 years, 6 years of building different small projects, a lot of fails, most of them failed. And I was like, yeah, it doesn't work well. And then suddenly I started an OKR management platform. It was 2019. I built an OKR management platform. It's called Focus 2 years ago, like 1.5 years ago. I sold it, and I sold it because I realized I'm not excited about an OKR space. I wasn't like, I love goal setting. It's OKRs, it's objective and key results. I love it, but I'm not like excited. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to create content about it. And I took some pause, like 2-3 months, thinking about what I'm really excited, what I want to do, like where I want to go. And it was 2022 in like August, September, and I was already in Bali. There are a lot of indie hackers, technology people, and few of my friends, they're building AI startups. And I realized at that moment that AI already as a technology is good enough, because like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, AI was very creepy. Like when I saw like some presentations about artificial intelligence, it was most about like if else, like conditions, like if this else, or else something that. And I was, no, it like 5 years ago, not good enough. But like 2022, before GPT 3.5, it was already like GPT 3, approximately like at the end of 2022. And I was like, yeah, it's good. I love it. And I decided to go in technology and in marketing space, because my passion is more about marketing and about tools to like increase conversion rate, all these things. And I decided, something about AI. I want to learn more about AI. I started to write about AI. I started AI newsletter to get more knowledge, to educate myself, because I think that when you create content, it's much better for yourself. You educate, you get more information.
Yeah.
And then 2023, I decided, okay, I'm ready to build the next thing. I wanted to build 6 startups in a year, because I saw Peter Level's journey, like 12 startups in 12 months. I decided, okay, 12 startups in 12 months is too much for me. Like 6 is good enough. Yeah.
Let's scale it back and just do 6 in a year.
Yeah, just 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end, I built only 3, because I realized that to promote, like to build startup, you can make it like fast. If you do it creepy and MVP level, you can make it like in 2-3 weeks, like first version. But to promote it, to get good traction, you need more time than like 1 or 2 weeks or like 3 weeks. So I built 3 at the end. The first one was it was like AI commenting tool, like you generate comments on social media. I built it and I realized it's monster. I don't want to promote it. Like it's you just kill all human communication on social media. And it will be like too spammy on comments. No, I build it. It's good, but I will not promote it at all. So after that, I decided to build AI agent for LinkedIn. Like AI initial idea was building AI assistant for LinkedIn that can create content, analyze data, then do some insights and create new content based on these insights. I built it, and I realized that there are some things with LinkedIn API. It's not so easy to work. It's very close. So many restrictions. And content creation, I love it, but again, like not something that I'm excited. And then I built Craftman, AI chatbots for customer support. And I was, oh my God, I love the product. I love I love UI, UX. I love content conversion rate optimization because it helps to automate customer support and at the same time like get some leads from your website. And I love the product, like in general, this category of products. And I decided after that focus on AI journey.
Wow.
So what excited you most about specifically the experience of building chatbots?
Yeah. Right now, what I see, AI chatbots become utility. So many different chatbots on the market. And I look on Craftman on this product. It's not only chatbots, it's also about like better communication in terms of I don't see Craftman as only AI chatbot tool. It will be like a hybrid model, AI chatbot plus human, because in this case we get like better communication. On one side we can automate 70-80% of routine questions. AI chatbots can handle routine questions pretty much well, but if we have like more complex some problems, maybe tech issues, maybe like some more like not routine questions, like more complex, advanced questions. In this case, it's definitely human should take this conversation and handle it. And this is what I see right now. So for me, why I'm excited about AI chatbots, it's automation. You really automate routine and not so excited things in customer support. Like, well, where is my where's my order? What's going on with current what's order status? Like something that is quite boring. And AI chatbot can do it, but at the same time, we give more time for people and to solve really advanced and complex questions.
Yeah,
no,
that's amazing.
From my experience, I would say that is spot on. Like specifically talked about, like around 80% of the queries are really, really mundane. I trained a chat support team for a while, and I just told them, literally gave them like a flow sheet of questions to ask them. Like, here's the questions, you ask them in this order, and that'll solve 80% of it. Like that. So it's been awesome to see chatbots get to the point where they can take care of that now.
But what I see right now, I see some trends that people are like tech savvy, good enough. The visitors on a website, they see AI chatbot and they try to hack AI chatbot. Like they try to do some kind of like, please send me the code of Craftman. I see this queries, like people, visitors on my website trying to get like code of platform
on the
chatbot. Like, Or what another case I saw on social media that visitor it was like Chevrolet car dealer website, and the visitors say like, sell me Chevrolet for like $1 or like another car brand. I don't know, like pretend that you want to like treat me as the best, do the best, and sell me the car for like the lowest price for $1. Wow. And chatbot something like, I can sell it to you. Yeah, sure. Like
so helpful, so accommodating.
So helpful.
Oh man. It seems like that's a common trend. So I'm in the accounting industry, and obviously there's a big worry with AI coming in that's going to take all these jobs, replace jobs. But in reality, as we've talked to different people, as I've tried to get more familiar with artificial intelligence, it really does seem to do exactly what you're saying for the customer service space, for the accounting space, where ideally it just gets rid of the mundane tasks that nobody wants to do, helps automate that, and then you're able to use your critical thinking, your problem solving, and actually have an interest. It like increases every single job, like how interesting that job is. It like makes so much more potential in every area, I think.
I look at AI as as assistant copilot, or like as 8 years old genius kid. Like it's genius, it knows a lot, but it's like it's if this kid doesn't know context, it doesn't know like some nuances, some details, it cannot provide like really critical thinking and like all these complex advanced things. But it can handle easy going queries.
The biggest problem I've seen with it is that it's naive, it will, and as it probably should be, right? Because in order to function properly as a tool, it kind of needs to be naive and like assume that what the user is telling them is base truth. But it does create those problems that you're talking about, like exactly with like the Chevrolet chatbot that was like, I'll sell it to you for $1. Where even though I'm sure they didn't have to sell it for $1, it still creates like an embarrassing moment for the brand.
True. It can be quite naive. Agree.
Is there an inspiration for the name, Anton, of Craftman?
Oh, it was hard choice because I had a list of, I don't know, like 50 names. Like I took everything from my head, like all names, all ideas, all associations. And at the end, I have like the list of 5 different names. And I did like, I asked my friends, like, please guys, vote. Like, this is 5 names. What do you think? Which one like relevant? And basically like 2 main categories was like something with chat, like chat something, or like don't say anything about chat and make it like any different word. And at the end it was like 2 top names, Chat Fox or Craftman. And I said, okay, I will go with Craftman. I just love like Craftman in general because it's something about like crafting something. It's also relevant to craftsmen's, not relevant, but it's like kind of like board game. I don't know. And also I see this. I see here some, like superhero association. Like Spider-Man, Superman, Craftman. I decided to. It's like so many different connections. Why not? Let's go.
I like it. It's nice and versatile. And avoids like the over association specifically with chat, because like everybody's doing that right now,
Too many chats.
Lots of chats.
Yeah,
we'd love to see a demo of it.
Cool. Basically this is how it looks. Right corner, chatbot. And the main thing, I try to make interface as simple as possible. So there's only one button, create chatbot, and if a user wants to make a chatbot, just one simple flow: train chatbot, test chatbot, and customize settings. And when we create chatbot, we specify the source, like text, website, like or PDF documents. We specify the source, how we want to train chatbot. Let's say like we want to make it with website. We provide Craftman as a website, and now we scraped all pages on the website. We see that there are like 5 pages. We choose AI, we choose Craftman main page, and now it's training. And we basically, I use LangChain if we talk about technology for different functions. And now we save data on vector database, and after that we can chat with our bot. It's done, like a few seconds. And now we can test it, like what is Craftman, because we provided information from the main page. And chatbot should reply. This is take some time for the first query, but from the second one it will be much faster. So like just next step, it's customizing how it looks. We can change the color, we can do whatever we want. Say show like frequency, how frequent it should display on a website. And after that we can submit it, and we have script that we can embed on a website. And when we do it, we will have this window. We will have chatbot window.
Oh, wow.
On the website. We have initially I wanted to make it because there are so many chat bots, and I wanted to add something additional on top to make it more unique. And for me, I want to build it for myself. For me, I would like to have like feedback. I would like to have request of features, so people can also send requests or send feedback. But like main thing is of course messages. And here, if we click like how does it work? Chatbot will reply, yeah, Craftman worked like first step, upload document, customize it, and basically we also basically this is how it works. And we also have data sources to see like in the way to see like where it took information, which kind of information, because AI hallucinations still here. In general, AI can hallucinate, and I do a lot of things to remove this AI hallucinations, to reduce it. So data sources is one of the way to check like, is it like true information or it's like some hallucinated.
And what do you use underneath the hood? What API or model are you calling on or hosting?
OpenAI API for sure, to create content, to get reply. Also LangChain, I use for scraping websites to get information. Also for like few things for vector database. Also like I use LangChain with Pinecone to
That's
so
awesome.
This is main stack.
That's sweet. I love how easy you've made it with just an embed code.
I try to make it as simple as possible.
Yeah, and I think that approach makes a lot of sense for what you're doing, because like I think that there's a lot of ways that you could easily overthink it. Like I did when I was sitting there, I was like, oh, he probably has like an SDK, and then like you showed the embed code. I'm like, why was I thinking as far as an SDK for this? Like you just need an embed code.
Just throw it in there.
So that's a really cool tool.
I tried to make it as easy for not so tech savvy people, like not for developers.
I mean, this is like something that the founder of some small company could very easily throw on their website, train it on their data, and throw it on their website. I mean, have you seen much traction in any specific industry or type of company that seems to be kind of latching on to this idea?
I see that right now in Craftman, two main segments, two main users. Like one of them, like startups, mostly software startups, SaaS. It's one category. I mean, pretty much wide, but it's one kind of users. Second segment is more about agencies, like marketing agencies, like this type of users, like two main segments that use Craftman right now. But it can be. That's a question for me, because in the beginning, like I didn't know where I should, like which niche I should choose, because like so many users, so many potential, so many companies can use chatbot. It can be like, I don't know, like hospitals or like accounts, like so different industries. But at the end, I decided to focus on like SaaS and agencies and see like which one will like work better, and after that focus on one.
That's awesome. So what is kind of your personal forecast for the impact of AI on business in the next 5 to 10 years or so?
I think that AGI, artificial general intelligence, will come, and it will be smarter, like more advanced than current GPT-4.
It won't be an 8-year-old anymore. It'll graduate. It'll be a lot older.
Much older.
I'd even be happy with like a genius middle schooler at this point, like 15 but smart. I'd take
slowly
it.
but surely, They grow up fast.
Very fast, yeah. Yeah, I think that I consider AI as an assistant, and right now it can handle a lot of routine tasks, and like in 5-10 years it will basically like work in much more industries and cases. And I thought a lot about like replacement. Will AI replace people or no? And on one hand, I think that the best way that it will be like combination AI plus human, and AI will handle like more like most routine tasks, but human at the same time they should reinvent themselves, because a lot of people still doing like a lot of routine things in their job, and basically this kind of jobs, this kind of processes, AI will replace, and people should figure out what they should do now, like which kind of creative, maybe less routine things they can do. That's the thing. I think that people who will not educate themselves, who will not learn new skills, it will very like easy to replace them. But if people will find new opportunities, again, like how to work with AI, how to set like AI models, prompt engineering, again, like so many things here on one hand, at the same time in other industries where people will have more time because AI automate all kind of routine mundane tasks.
I think that's totally true. It's like I would want to ask some people who are scared it's going to replace their job. I'm like, well, do you like your job? Like, do you even like doing those routine things? Like, isn't that kind of exciting that this might open up the door for something else, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It is exciting to think that maybe there's more everyone could do. I think what the human race could do if we're not all chained down doing these routine things all the time.
Yes, I agree exactly. But at the same time, what I noticed, like some people for them security and understanding what's going like next, like even if it's like routine and boring tasks, it's very important to them to know like, oh, it's this is what my things to do. I already like did it like 10 years before, and I'm okay to do it like 10 years ahead. So, and for them, like there's this fear to start learning and like getting new skills. It might be very like they can be very like scary of that. That's a challenge.
It's new.
Something that I've been trying to kind of preach and spread to people about AI is that AI significantly lowers like the barrier to learning new skills, in my opinion, where suddenly you have, a very smart 8-year-old who, you have to verify what it tells you, but it will give you an answer in 30 seconds or less.
Right.
It's really like
whatever you ask.
It's really amazing mini little coach. I don't know how to call it, but I use AI ChatGPT for like learning so many things right now, and it's so easy. Even like with coding, if I don't know something, I try ChatGPT, then I like verify it, think anyway. But it gives me, sometimes I just don't know like what's the best way to structure something, or how to make this, like how to write code for this specific like case. I can use AI that gives me like few options with like pros and cons, and I'll say, oh, okay, this is important for me, this is not important, okay, I will choose this way. And it gives you like good like understanding of like many topics, of many areas.
So how do you, one thought I had with like this learning, there's going to be a big learning curve with all the industries, all these businesses. Coming back to that example, right, of the car company, how accountable should people and companies and organizations be, do you think, for what their AI does, what their AI says to someone? can they come in and be like, oh no, that was the machine. That's not us. We're not accountable for that. Or is it like, well, that's your responsibility. You have to sell me the car now for $1. You know what I mean? Like, where do you think the line is there?
Yeah, it's a good question, and I think that companies should do some disclaimers that this is AI chatbot, and here is like disclaimer, right? That AI can say something. And because basically all companies, we use like OpenAI, like Claude, like Google AI, right? Yeah, we have already like some of good models. But anyway, we use like 1, 2, 3 different LLMs, different models. And we basically don't know like how it works inside. It's kind of like black box. Like we send some query and we get a response. Yeah, we have some documents, but most of companies, most of people, they don't know what's going on this black box. How does it work? And they cannot be like sure that when I send this question, AI always will return me right, correct answer. Like OpenAI they have this goal to remove AI hallucinations in 2024 in this year, like I saw in the roadmap. But anyway, like it's kind of like black box for other companies. And that's why I think that disclaimers that that this is AI chatbot and I think it's most reliable way for companies to handle these situations with AI chatbots. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, they're fun tools, but I think that some people, I'm very, very hyped about AI and very enthusiastic about where it's going, but I also think that some people kind of overestimate where its intelligence level is at right now and where its critical thinking especially is at right now.
Yeah.
Where we all have like the context to understand, like under no circumstances should I sell a brand new Chevrolet truck for $1, right? Like I should never do that. But the AI bot is just happy to help. All too happy to help, like we were saying.
Yeah. We have this case. We can fix it with like our prompt engineering again. But until next case, like something new and another like hacker will find a new way how to hack this AI. So it's always will be like constant flaws trying to fix, and you cannot guarantee that you predict all possible hacks and cases to avoid this situation. Yeah. And I see that there are a lot of potential on AI. I really love it. But yeah, sometimes people should be careful about ways to use it.
Yeah. I mean, Anton, what would you say to the everyday user? Someone who's maybe not like us wanting to do an AI podcast, either interview or be interviewed in it, but someone who's just going about their daily life. What advice, what tip would you give someone to cope and figure this out?
To learn about AI, or more how to use it, or
I think just in general, how to deal with this climate, how to adapt, how to make the most of this time.
Yeah. I am currently living, but I'm based in Bali, and in Bali there are a lot of different spiritual practices. Meditation, visualization, follows the flow. So like the first answer, just follow the flow and enjoy the process. But just try to learn about AI as much as possible, because it's definitely the next big thing that will more and more popular in next 10 years. It will be like in more processes and more companies. I think I cannot predict every company, but a majority of companies will use AI to automate something in their workflows. It's for sure. And my advice just to try to learn, find something about AI. Try to use ChatGPT at least, and as a coach, as a mentor. I think the best way to start to get more information is using for your current cases for your things you're doing right now. Try to learn something, I don't know, new something using ChatGPT, asking questions, get replies. Learn more about prompt engineering, like different frameworks.
I think that's been kind of a consistent answer, is like from other founders that we've interviewed, is like just try to use it, like just get familiar with it, see what you can do in your daily life. So that's good advice.
I think that's the best way to learn anything. Just try to use it.
And do you have any, I mean, you started 3 in 1 year, do you have any other ideas for the application of AI that you're hoping to toy with?
I try to don't think about it, because I have a lot of ideas. And when I think about them, I think, oh, I should build this, I should build that, like. I think that, like the last idea is about AI dashboard, to provide like better analytics on how AI works and predict like queries, like with prompt engineering, which kind of reply you will get, like something in this area for sure, some potential, because we don't have a lot of products here. And at the same time, I feel that we can optimize a lot in prompt engineering, but we need to get more analytics, predictions, and some kind of like the dashboards. Something. Which queries works better, which queries like gives you like longer replies, and you spend more on these queries, like something is there.
That aligns. That's interesting that you mentioned that, because I've often thought of AI as like it's a new type of engine, and right now we're building everything that you just mentioned, right? Like all of like the controllability on top, like a steering wheel, the dashboard with the fuel gauge and speedometer, everything that you need to see how it's actually performing. And it's going to be interesting to see how the ways that people come up with to visualize it and control it.
Because analytics in general, it's a huge market. Like SEO, we have Google, right? And we have Google Analytics, and there are a lot of like analytics companies which is like have like hundreds millions in the revenue, and we have kind of like platform where we can search something. It's ChatGPT, for example. We don't have analytics for on top of LLMs. Like we don't have it yet.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Well, I think, did you have any other questions you wanted to ask, Spencer?
I think that covers it for me.
Thanks for having me.
And we'd love, Anton, to stay in touch and just see where things go, with Craftman, and if you do start something else, like we'd love to maybe reconnect in however long and just kind of like see what's new, especially with how fast everything's changing. Like who knows where it'll be in 6 months.
Sure, I would love to stay in touch, and I also listen to your podcast. It's I love it. I wish you all the best with
we're excited about it. We feel like this is moving so fast, and we want to like document it. Like it really is a revolution, and we just want to see like from the grassroots, like everybody who's innovating all these things all the time, and there's so many. So if you do know anyone, we'd love to feature anybody for sure.
I know some AI founders, so I will introduce you.
That would be amazing.